Our Foamposite's about to be hot again, and also, what the hell is this? What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, all of that and more to come in this week's Weekly Heat. As always, thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell down below if you haven't yet. Also make sure to give this video a like because it does help out the channel a lot. And make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler. But in today's news, we talk about some of the strangest sneaker news that we've covered in a long time. I mean, I honestly can't remember the last time foams were hot, and it looks like in 2021, maybe they're coming back? So I guess without further ado, let's just jump right into it. First off, if you thought the recent Stussy Air Force 1 lows were hyped up, think again because this next drop is going to be insanely difficult to get. And that drop is the hand-dyed Stussy Nike Air Force 1 lows. This drop is coming in 5 different hand-dyed colorways. You've got yellow, you've got brown, you've got 2 different shades of blue, and also a shade of green. And I'm sure you could have guessed, but because this process is so labor intensive, this collection is extremely limited. I mean, I thought the original Stussy AF1 lows were limited, but this one, even more so. I do have to say though that I actually think I prefer the style and the aesthetic of these sneakers over the standard Stussy Air Force 1 lows. I just think they're more eye-catching, they're cooler looking. I don't know, just something about tie-dye that I'm a sucker for. That's actually why a lot of our APTHCRY drops have been tie-dyed, because I just think it looks incredible. But because I do have experience in hand-dyeing hundreds, if not thousands of products, I can understand how crappy the process is and how long it takes. So honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if this drop was limited to like less than 1,000 pairs. I actually have no idea how many pairs they're gonna end up releasing, but I can almost guarantee it's gonna be very few, probably less than 1,000. But I do know when they're dropping, and that's January 29th if you wanna test your luck and see if you can grab a pair for retail. They are really dope though. I'm definitely going to try and grab a pair for myself, or if I don't, maybe buy a pair of the regular Stussys and tie-dye them myself. That's actually not a bad idea. That could be a cool video. Next up, we've got some images of an upcoming Nike Dunk Low colorway called the Dunk Low College Navy. Now, as of right now, this shoe's only release date is in Asia, but it is possible that it could see a stateside release either on the same day or possibly in the future. We have no idea yet. These Nike Dunk Lows come in a primarily light gray upper accented by a dark college navy on the toe, midfoot, and on the ankle area. But my personal favorite detail is the red Nike Air logo on the tongue and the Nike branding on the heel. I just think it was a nice pop of color, and it adds a little bit of contrast to the shoe. In these images, the shoe comes with light gray laces, but it is very possible they'll also come with a different color set of laces in the box. It's not a crazy colorway, it's nothing too out there, it's nothing iconic really either, but it's a solid colorway that I think a lot of people will be excited for, and as of right now, the release date, really only in Asia though, is set for February 25th. Continuing on with dunks, it looks like the team greens are finally releasing in April. This is a colorway that I've been waiting for. This sort of forest green, or I guess team green on the upper, accented by that white on the midfoot, toe, and ankle is just so clean. It's also the colorway that inspired Virgil to make that off-white Nike Dunk Low. According to houseofheat.co, the shoe is supposed to be relatively accessible because it's releasing alongside 4 other colorways. And man, I really hope that's the case because I need this shoe, like I need it. It also looks like the shoe is coming in full family sizing, so not only can you grab a pair for yourself, but you can grab one for your wife, your husband, your kids, whoever you want. And the good news is we don't have too much longer to wait because the Nike Dunk Low Team Green is set to release on April 21st. In some New Balance news, which you guys know is my favorite, it looks like New Balance is releasing a brand new silhouette with Casablanca. This Casablanca New Balance collaboration is called the XC72 and is inspired by vintage running sneakers with modern accents. And as you may have noticed, it also kind of looks like the 327, which would make sense because it's designed by the same person. This modern vintage runner comes in a very classic Casablanca colorway with a bright orange New Balance logo and a green outsole. I've said it on Instagram and I've said it on YouTube, 2021 is the year of New Balance. I mean, last year New Balance came out strong, like really strong, but in 2021, I feel like it's just gonna get even crazier. The Casablanca New Balance XC72 is an incredibly clean look, and I just love the colorway they went for. That white, orange, and green, it's so fire. Now, even though this first XC72 is a Casablanca collaboration, I don't think it's going to be a collaboration exclusive sneaker. I think New Balance will release their own colorways in the upcoming months. So if you're like most people, because I think most people are going to miss out on this shoe, you will have another chance to grab this sneaker later on down the road. Definitely going to be trying to grab this shoe, even if I have to pay resale. I'm obsessed with it. Now, as of right now, I can't find any release information on this shoe, but because it was just officially announced, I would assume it's coming out within the next couple months. Now, if you've been following the NFL season at all, you know that this Super Bowl is going to be historic. Now, there's actually a lot of reasons for that, and the first is that this is actually the first time ever that a team has played a Super Bowl in their home stadium. Obviously, that stadium is in Tampa Bay, Florida, and the team that made it to the Super Bowl is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady at the helm. Speaking of Tom Brady, another reason the Super Bowl is so historic is because he's the first quarterback ever to make it to 10 Super Bowls in his career. Not only that, but Tom Brady is also like the outgoing GOAT, and he's playing the incoming GOAT, Pat Mahomes. I know I love Lamar Jackson, but I can't deny that Pat Mahomes is a beast. Also, the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to win back-to-back. It's like such a crazy Super Bowl for so many different reasons. I just can't wait. I'm so excited for it. But with all that said, the reason that I bring this up is because Jordan Brand is releasing a Super Bowl version of the Air Jordan 12 Lows. Obviously, this shoe is called the Air Jordan 12 Low Super Bowl 55s, and it comes in a Bread 12 colorway, which I think looks incredible. I actually haven't had a pair of Air Jordan 12 Lows. I used to have a ton of different 12s, but the older that I got, the more that I felt like they were boots on my feet, and I feel like maybe the 12 Low would be an easier way to rock that silhouette. As you would expect, this Super Bowl themed sneaker is covered in Super Bowl accents like the area code on the pull tab and some sort of like pattern on the sock liner, which I'm not sure exactly what it represents, but I know it's special. But I think the main reason that people will be excited about this sneaker is because of the fact that it's a Bread Air Jordan 12 and it features gold accents. It's a really clean looking sneaker, and I'm excited for it, not only because of the Super Bowl, but also because it's a good looking shoe. Now, most likely this shoe will be relatively limited. I don't think it's going to be impossible to get, but I don't think it's going to be easy. And as of right now, it looks like the shoe is releasing the day before the Super Bowl on February 6th. And actually, come to think of it, both teams that are playing in the Super Bowl wear red jerseys. And you know what goes really well with a red jersey? Some red Chinese New Year APTHCRY socks. Well, that's too cheesy? I think so, but you know what? I don't care. This is a dope looking sock. So this Friday, January 29th, we're releasing our exclusive limited edition Chinese New Year socks. Personally, this is one of my favorite socks that we've ever released. I love red, and I love the metallic gold around the logo. I think that's such a cool hit, and it's very unique. We're also releasing them ahead of Chinese New Year, so if you order them on February 29th, you should have them before Chinese New Year so you can rock them on the holiday. But make sure not to sleep because these socks are limited and they will sell out very quickly. So if you'd like to grab a pair of the Chinese New Year APTHCRY socks for yourself, make sure to go to apthcry.com at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on February 29th, which is this Friday. Next, we've got better looks at the Sakai Nike Blazer Lows in both classic green and magma orange. Construction-wise, other than missing the top half of the sneaker, these shoes are pretty much exactly the same as the Sakai Nike Blazers. They've still got all that double panning, they've still got that ridiculous amount of rubber on the heel. I don't know why they keep doing that, but it really pisses me off. But I do have to say though that the colors are refreshing and clean, and I like both of them a lot. The first colorway is the magma orange colorway, and it comes in primarily white with yellow and orange accents. This colorway definitely has a summer vibe to it, and it's going to be perfect for stunting on the boardwalk if that's something that you do in the summer. And then the classic green colorway comes in gray, green, and white, and personally I think this one is my favorite out of the two. I just like the way that the gray separates the upper from the midsole visually, and it just gives the shoe a little bit more interest. That said though, they're both good looking shoes, and they're both shoes that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for. Of course, they're Sakai Nike collaborations, so people are going to be hyped on them no matter what they look like. Currently, there is still no release date for these shoes, but expect them to drop sometime in spring of this year. Next up is a shoe that probably none of us are going to be able to get our hands on except for Kais and Cousteau. I hate you guys so much. And that's the UNC Tar Heels Air Jordan 5 PE. This Air Jordan 5 is the 2021 UNC PE. And of course, being a UNC PE, it comes in almost entirely Carolina blue, not too dissimilar from the Trophy Room 5s. However, the main difference on this shoe is that rather than coming in an all suede upper, it comes in an all elephant print upper, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of. In addition to the Carolina blue elephant print on the upper, you've got a black tongue with the UNC logo embroidered onto it and black shark teeth. And all in all, I've gotta say, it's a beautiful sneaker. No, I don't love the elephant print personally, but I think the color blocking is amazing, and the fact that it's a stupid limited PE also adds to the appeal. I'm not gonna lie. It's a dope shoe, but it's one that none of us are even gonna be able to have a chance to touch because it's only given out to UNC athletes and to Jordan Brand, like super close friends and family. But hey, maybe 5 years down the road when one of these athletes decide to sell these sneakers because they need to pay rent or buy a car or something like that, you might be able to pick it up for like 5 to 10 grand. After that, we've got a first look at the upcoming Comme des Garçons Nike Air Foamposite ones. So growing up in Baltimore, the Foamposites were always like the shoe. That was a shoe that everybody had, that's a shoe that everyone wanted. But it's been 20 years, I feel like everyone should be over it by now. I don't know, I don't hate Foamposites, but the Foamposites that have been releasing over the last 5 years have all kind of been garbage. But it seems like Comme des Garçons is trying to revive the silhouette with these 2 different colorways of their brand new collaboration. As you can tell from the pictures, this shoe comes in both a white and a black colorway, and both shoes feature a new sort of sculpted panel on the midfoot. These new Foamposites don't really feature those zebra stripes that the original Foamposites have. Instead, they have these 2 concentric circles around the heel and the ball of your foot. And I gotta be honest, I don't mind it. Maybe that's because I'm sick of looking at standard Foamposites, but whatever the reason is, I don't mind this shoe, I just don't want it personally. I think both of the colorways are fine. I mean, they're plain, they're black and white, and I think the fact that this is a Comme des Garçons collaboration will add some hype to this release, but I don't think it's gonna be a sneaker of 2021. Currently, all we know about these sneakers comes from these images that were released through Comme des Garçons, and apparently these shoes are set to release sometime this fall or this winter. Continuing on, it looks like we're getting a nylon variant of the Sakai Nike Vapor Waffle, this time in black and gum. This nylon variation of the Vapor Waffle shouldn't come as a surprise to really anybody because Sakai and Nike did this before on their LDV silhouettes last year. From what I can tell, the nylon variants of these collaborations are the slightly less out there versions and the slightly less limited versions, and you can definitely tell from these images that it's a much more toned down look for the Sakai Nike Vapor Waffle. The entire upper of the shoe comes in tonal blacks with both suedes and nylons, the midsole comes in black as well, and then finally the outsole comes in sort of a dark brown or gum color. It's a cool look overall. Is it something that I prefer over the standard Vapor Waffles? Probably not. I still actually have yet to grab a pair of those, so I don't even know if I like them yet. But it's a shoe that if I can grab, sure, I'll grab a pair. But if I can't grab it for retail, I'm probably gonna let this one go. As you probably could have expected, there is no release date for this sneaker yet, but expected to drop sometime this year. And then the final story for today is one of the weirdest, and that's a first look at the Jean-Paul Gaultier Sakai Nike Vapor Waffle collab. I'm not exactly sure what to think of this. Kind of looks like a baseball exploded, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. This shoe seems like a high top Sakai Nike Vapor Waffle, or maybe like a mix between the Vapor Waffle and the Nike Blazer. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this like triple collaboration is not one that I feel like is necessary. Conceptually, this collaboration is sort of like overloading my brain because first of all, the Sakai Nike Vapor Waffle is a shoe that's a mashup of 2 different Nike silhouettes. But it seems like this Jean-Paul Gaultier, I hope I'm saying that correctly, this collaboration is like a third mashup. It's like a mashup of 2 Sakai collaborations together, which is like, I guess what, 4 different Nike sneakers? I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's like messing with my brain and I don't like it. I'm so interested to hear the story behind this sneaker. I've got to know what the idea was. I mean, I honestly don't think it's a terrible looking sneaker. I think it could have been way worse, but it's not my favorite. It's not something that, well, I'm probably gonna buy it because I'd love to review this shoe, but it's not something I would wear on a regular basis. Also, I'm not sold on that woven detail that's sort of holding the 2 different Sakais together. It's a weird look. But I would love to know your thoughts on this collaboration in the comment section down below, and also your thoughts on any of the other stories that we talked about in today's video, so make sure to let me know. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.